Around 1 year ago, I made a video called Why I'm Glad 2017 Was a Hard Year for Me. In that video, I talked about a lot of the hardships that I went through in 2017, what caused those hardships, how I handled the hardships, and how I was looking at them on the bright side of how they helped change me as a person. They taught me a lot of stuff and how I grew. I grew from it. And I stand by that. I honestly do, 100%. I'll never change anything that's happened to me in my life. Any hardship I've gone through is something that has helped forge who I am to this day. And that is something that I believe is true for everybody. In that video, I remained pretty positive, talking about how I know for a fact, because 2017 was so hard, that my 2018 was going to be the bomb diggity. And can I just tell you, can I just say quickly, that my 2018 has honestly been the best year of my life. I can without a doubt say it has been the most wonderful year of my life. Genuinely, I have a pretty positive attitude, a pretty positive persona, but this year has treated me wonderfully. I'm like extremely blessed. At the end of last year, I started dating this girl named Rachel. We actually just had our 1 year anniversary. It's been wonderful with her. The year has been just amazing. She is like a wonderful human being, and I feel so very blessed to have her in my life. She actually got me this watch on our 1 year. It's sexy. This is a sexy beast. Y'all want to know what time it is? Oh, I got you. It's 10:30. It's 10:30. And with Rachel, I've met a lot of awesome people as well. Just everyone in her life, her friends and her family, they're all just amazing people. I've just met a lot of amazing people, and I'm very happy to have them in my life as well. Our second date was actually on New Year's Day last year, and I went with my best friend Paul and my friend Mandy, who's Paul's girlfriend. We went to Medieval Times, and if you don't know what Medieval Times is, it's like a dinner and a show. Pretty much there's jousting going on, and then there's knights fighting, and their swords are sparking, while there's wenches that come out, which are waitresses, but you know, they're called wenches because that's the theme. And they come out, and they give you like oh, this is like dragon blood soup, or this is that, and this is that. There's a giant like turkey leg which you eat, and it is just amazing. The dinner, if you've never gone to Medieval Times, I highly recommend you go to Medieval Times. It is an absolutely amazing experience. The amount of amazing restaurants that I have ate at this year, just the sheer quality and number of restaurants that I've ate at this year is more than I have done my entire life. I ate at this one French restaurant called Voltaire. I believe the name of it was Voltaire early in the year, and it was wonderful. I had escargot for the first time, and I absolutely loved it. It was wonderful. The sheer amount of salmon that I've ate this year has been impeccable. Early in February, we went to this like Disney sing-along at this barcade, where there was a bunch of like cool arcade games all around the place that you could play, and then they had mimosas, just as many mimosas as you wanted. And by the way, if you've never had a mimosa, you're missing out, because it's the best thing to have ever existed. I love them. They get you giggly drunk. It's just great. It's just wonderful. We had went to that and had just had a blast, a wonderful time. And then afterwards, we had went out on Restaurant Week, which is where all these fancy restaurants have portions of their meals, but they sell them for way cheaper, so you can try these nice restaurants that maybe you couldn't normally afford. We went out to this one restaurant. Why can't I remember the name? Oh well, but it was just amazing. I'm just talking about food. This is my 2018 food recap, apparently. Well, and then on Valentine's Day, which was a wonderful day, Rachel had made this pizza, and it was so damn good. There was like fresh salmon on it and capers, and the secret sauce she makes. It's so amazing. She made this pizza on Valentine's Day because we stayed out at her place, and it was just so amazing. It was so good. And then more restaurants that I went to this place called Weathermark Tavern, I believe was the name of it. This was like in February as well, and we went there and we had a bunch of mimosas and brunch. Brunch is legit. You can't get better than brunch. And then after brunch with our mimosas, we walked to the Field Museum. The Field Museum's awesome. It's amazing. It's just this giant history museum. They got dinosaurs, real dinosaurs. They're not alive, granted. They got the whole Egyptian exhibit. Just, it's overall wonderful. I'm kind of rambling, but there's a lot to go over. There's a lot to talk about. I had a busy, very, very, very eventful 2018, everybody. Okay? You hear me? Okay. Now calm down. It's okay. It's okay. This was the first year I went out on my birthday, which is actually on St. Patrick's Day, which in the city of Chicago is an extremely important, large holiday. Everybody's out in the town drinking, dyeing the river green, and just being crazy, and it's a blast. And I never thought that I would actually do that and go out, because I never had any desire to go out on my birthday before. I was just stay at home and do nothing. But now I want to do it again. Like, I want to go do it again, because it was just a grand old time. Here's a picture of me looking all drunk in green on St. Patrick's Day. That was funny. That was a really fun day, actually. I had a blast that day. This year I also went to a few different conventions with Rachel. I went to C2E2 for the first time, which was very fun. I had a great time there. And then we had also went to ASEN. They were both a ton of fun. I had a blast at both of them. And I swear to God, into my friends everywhere. At ASEN, I had ran into my friend David. And David, Conman RDW, his YouTube channel, I'll try to remember to link it. I'm going to forget, but I'll try. Was out there playing music. And I started singing the Pokemon song, and David was singing the Pokemon song in the middle of the lobby, and then everyone gathered around, and we started like a rave, pretty much, just in the lobby of the hotel. And so many people were there singing and dancing, and it was just an absolute blast. I probably have a picture. Hold on a second. My friend Aisha posted this on the freaking Snapchat. Look absolutely insane. We started a party. That was such a blast of a day. Those conventions are really fun though. You actually just walk around the floor the whole time, and they have a bunch of people there that are like signing autographs, and everyone's cosplaying as whatever they want, really. My cosplay level is nowhere near as good as a lot of people there. But I like to think I made a pretty goddamn sexy vampire, as my vampire tutorial hath said. And then, out of nowhere, I had the most sushi in my life. I had so much sushi. We had ordered sushi from this place called Lawrence Fish Market, and I ordered too much. I ordered more than I should have. It was like $70 or $80 worth or something ridiculous. And it was just the biggest plate of sushi, and it was so incredible. This was like on May 4th, I think. I think it was the day before Cinco de Mayo. Look at all that sushi! There's so much of it. It's just... I hit the microphone. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for any audio disturbance. That was not my intention. I do apologize on behalf of my behavior. There's just so much sushi, and it was so good. On several occasions, I got to go up to Wisconsin, around like Lake Geneva area, and we just chilled out there for like a weekend. Early June we did that, and it was such a blast. We had such a good time. I got to eat at all these cool little local restaurants, and there was this restaurant called Popeyes, and the food was so damn good. I had this like I don't remember what kind of cheese it was, but it was like brie, and it had like shrimp in it, and it was just so creamy and delicious, and I could still taste it, and it was just mouth-watering and good, and I'm so hungry right now. Please help me. And then I also went up there for the 4th of July, and that was a grand old time. I did a lot of stuff that trip. I went with Rachel's family, and we did the boat tour around the lake, which was just a blast. We got to see all the awesome rich houses and everything. There's like some really large, like massive mansions on that lake, on Lake Geneva, and it's insane. And I would love to live there. And some of the buildings are owned by the Wrigley family, which are famous in Chicago, and which is why Wrigley Field. Which brings me to my next point. I got to go to a Cubs game this year, which was like the last one I went to. I was so young, such a long time ago, and they won. They won, and it was like 9-0 or something. And we had some really amazing seats as well. Like, we were like right down there. It was awesome. That was such an awesome experience. But that was a little bit later. I didn't even get to tell like the rest. I got to go to Warped Tour this year, the last Warped Tour ever, and I got to go to it. It was my first time ever getting to go, and it was so damn awesome. It was such a blast, and there will never be another one, and I got to experience it. It was such a good ass time. I have been so busy this year, it's honestly ridiculous. And I'm very, very happy. Now don't get me wrong, I love more than anything to be at home and to relax and just, just hang out and watch movies. And I do that. I still do that. And I like it. But I also love going out and doing stuff. I'm a busybody. If I do it, it just feels good and I'm happy. So it's like a nice balance of relaxation and being busy and doing stuff and exploring and having fun. And it's been great. I'm just genuinely extremely happy. In early August, Rachel and I actually had went to California to to spend some time with her friends that live out there. And that was a blast. That was my first time ever going out to California. We were there for like 5 or 6 days or something, and we spent like 3 or 4 of them out in a Foothill Ranch area or something, I think. I forgot. And that was so much fun. We went to like all the beaches that were out there, so I got to swim in the ocean, and it was just wonderful. I don't have many like adjectives. I'm just saying like wonderful and awesome over and over, but literally I can't explain anything else with any other words except for those words, because it was wonderful and flippity-doo-dah awesome. So yeah, we ate at a bunch of amazing restaurants out there. The food was just great. The beaches were so much fun. I got a little bit of a tan, kind of, not really, because I'm very pasty, and it went away very quickly because I'm pasty. That reminds me, actually, though California was amazing, I also had the worst sunburn ever this year, but not at California, in Chicago. We had went to the Taste of Chicago, and I didn't put on any sunscreen, or maybe I did. Maybe I'm just too white, and it didn't matter. And we were out eating food all day, and the sun got me on the neck, and I was like, I had like blisters on the neck, and it was just painful. Like the skin was like cracking and hurting, and I almost died, but it was so worth it. Because I ate this, like, mac and cheese and this, like, pot roast thing. And it was just so yummy. It was so delicious. And I loved it to death. So the sunburn was worth the food is what I'm saying. I'm saying I would die in the heat and sun if meant I get to eat some yummy food any day. Absolutely. Thought up, Square. Thought up. Anyways, back to California. Look how beautiful that was. That's so pretty. Look how pretty that shit is right there. That's so pretty. We also got to go to like the giant fair that happens in California. I think it was the Orange County Fair. They had so much amazing food there. It was ridiculous. We had like deep fried filet mignon. If you don't understand how crazy that is, on a scale from 1 to crazy, it's crazy. Yeah. The trip to California was absolutely wonderful. I would love to go back someday. There's a lot of places I want to go. I want to go back to Las Vegas. Because last time I went, I didn't get to do too much, but it was still fun. It was Vegas. It was still fun. I want to go to Seattle because that'd be a blast. I would love to go to New York, of course. Shit, I just kind of want to go everywhere. There's not a place you could say, hey, let's go here, and I would say, nah, I'd rather go elsewhere. If you're like, hey, let's go here, I'm down. I get the days off. We could drive. We could take a plane. Let's do this thing. Let's travel and have a blast. And this year, I've traveled, and it's been a blast. Anyways, there was one day when we just went on like a nice breakfast together, and then we went to the like nature preserve out over there, and we just walked around, and it was so beautiful there. I probably have a picture somewhere. Hold on. Look at your boy standing next to the water. It was so pretty. Such a beautiful scenery. So pretty. I got to go to the Ren Fair this year. The Renaissance Fair is amazing. It's just literally like everyone's dressed up, all Renaissance timesy and whatnot. Everyone acts like they're from that time period, and there's amazing food everywhere. Once again, is it me and food? Do I have a food problem? I think I have a food problem. I mean, it's not a bad problem to have, but it's a problem I have nonetheless. And then after the Ren Fair, actually, we got to go to this badass masquerade. It was an open bar masquerade. Everyone had to wear a mask because that's what a masquerade is. Everyone had to wear a mask, and then there was just like free booze. Of course, you tip the people, but it was fun. There was like events going on. Like they had like raffles kind of where you could win stuff. They had music and like burlesque shows and whatnot. And it was just, overall, it was just a blast. I would so go again. 10 out of 10 would go again next year. I'm looking at you, 2019. Squad goals. I'm the one on that side right there. That's me. Squad goals. I went to Six Flags Great America this year for Fright Fest, and it was, of course, just a spooky ass time. It was fun as hell. We got to do all the haunted houses, which brings me to my next point. I have gone to so many haunted houses this year. It's amazing. I went to one in February. It was like I don't know, maybe like a Valentine's Day haunted house. I went to obviously one in October for the spoops. I went to all the ones at Six Flags, and then I just recently went to one in December for Krampus, like a evil like Santa Claus type haunted house, and it's awesome. I want to go to haunted houses every day of my life. That's what I want. It was awesome. There's a cute photo of us from Six Flags. That was a blast. Which reminds, speaking of spoopy, check out my badass pumpkin carving. I'm that one. On this side. I'm the one on this side. They're both cool as hell. Pumpkins are awesome. I'm a jack-o'-lantern. Shut up. Shut up. We also went to a scavenger hunt at my cousin's Halloween party this year, which was so much fun. And one of the things, speaking of spoopy, was I had to get a random guest. It was me, Rachel, my brother, and my brother's wife, Sydney. And we were on a team. We had to get a random person to sing the Addams Family theme song. So I got the girl in Subway to do it. And she was so nervous. She was like, I don't know the lyrics.
They're all together. The Addams Family. Alright, awesome.
That was fun. That scavenger hunt was fun. We lost, damn it. I don't know how. I think someone cheated. I think my cousin Alana cheated. Pretty sure my cousin Alana cheated. Cheater. I'm probably forgetting so many days. I did so much this year that I can't even list it all. It's crazy. There's so much that I did, and it's all been wonderful. And I can't really look back at a day this year that was bad. I can't really look back at anything that was awful. I mean, I did lose Strawberry this year, which was sad, don't get me wrong, but I'm happy that Strawberry lived a long and wonderful life. And I'm happy that he passed away before he was in any pain. So I'm blessed for that too. Anywho, I brought Rachel out. We went to this day in November called Princess Day. National Princess Day. It's a thing. Shut up. It is. So anyways, I got tickets for us. We saw the Chicago Symphony Orchestra, and it was amazing. It was so much fun. Look at these seats. We were super high up, right? Oh, it was so cool. And we were right in the front row. So cool, right there in the front row. It's actually one of my favorite pictures of us was from, I like that photo. I think it's so cute. That photo is so cute. Anyways, it was such a fun day. Well, anyways, in the morning that day, we went out to brunch at this one place, and the name of the restaurant was Brunch, and it was awesome. We had this cool, make-it-yourself mimosa kit, and then we walked to the Chicago Symphony Center, and we saw that, and then afterwards we walked to the Fulton Market, and we ate at this place called Swift & Sons, and the food was just amazing. It was so damn good. I had, filet mignon, I believe, and lobster, and then we had these oysters on a half shell that had, like beef tartare on it, and so you just ate the whole half shell with the beef tartare on top, and it was the most wonderful, amazing flavor. I can't even describe the flavor, but it was just incredible. And we had, I think we had a hamachi crudo. We had another tart dish that had maybe anchovies or something on it. They were also good, and the people there were wonderful. And then they even wrote Happy Princess Day on one of the desserts for us that they gave us for free, and it was such a wonderful day. It was so damn fun. Then later on that week, we actually went to Lincoln Park Zoo, and they had an adults night thing where you can go and you can just, there's no kids allowed. It starts late at night. They have adult beverages there. They have the beautiful zoo lights where the whole zoo's lit up in Christmas lights, and you can still see the animals. We went to that, and it was a blast. That was the least crowded the zoo has ever been in my entire life because there's not kids and families everywhere. And I ran into my friend Daniel there, and it was so cool. It was so cool. It was an amazing time. I can't reiterate enough, guys. From start to end this year has been the best year of my life. And the one thing that I promised is that I was going to do a lot this year. I did say that I was going to vlog more and keep you guys updated, and I honestly didn't because I was too busy living life and actually doing stuff. And I did so much stuff that it's hard to look back. This year is crazy. It's been simultaneously the longest and the shortest year ever. It's it went by in the snap of a finger, but I did so much in that short time, and I'm so damn happy. So anyways, Rachel and I just had our 1-year anniversary, and it was very, very pleasant. We went to this restaurant called Sabatino's, and it was their last day being open ever. They were closing down after 41 years of being open, and we actually happened to get reservations for the 23rd, and we were on the news. We were actually on the news because they were in there filming, and it was so cool. All right, see, so look, here we go. So they're just showing around the restaurant and everything, talking about how they're closing up and how it's been here for so long. And then, boom, right over here. You ready for this? Ready for this? Boom! Look at us. There we are, right in the corner. You can see my big head, and then you can see Rachel looking so beautiful as she always does. That was such a fun night. It was an amazing night. I loved it so very much. And the food was so good, and that was just an amazing day. All in all, just from start to finish, it was so much fun. I've always been someone who's been capable of... I've always been a very positive, happy person. I've never not been, really. I can't think of a time in my life when I was not positive and just outgoing like this. I was always shy and kind of awkward, but if anything, I've definitely branched out this year, have matured this year, and have lived life to the fullest. And I see a lot of posts on like Facebook and other social media sites saying like, oh, the beginning of the year I said 2018 was going to be my year, maybe next year. And I honestly have to say that 2018 was my year. It was the best year of my life. I met the most wonderful girl ever. Spent a year of my life with her, and it's just been nothing but great. I'm very happy. And I'm sure there's a lot that I forgot to mention in this video because I was just rambling because I've just had such a great year. But 2019, new videos coming. I have new ideas. I have stupid ideas. I have a funny idea for a comedy cooking show. I want to learn new recipes. I want to cook new shit because I really love food. But I want to do it on my YouTube channel for you guys. But I'm a funny ass person. So Nick's Kitchen is making an effervescent return. Fuck around and get burned. I don't know why I said that. That was weird. Anyways, guys, that's all the time I have for this video. I've been rambling for an hour. I don't know how I'm going to cut this video down. There's going to have to be a lot that I'm going to have to cut out as well, so you might not hear everything that I did talk about. But I want you to know, if you do want to keep up with my life and you do want to see things that I've been doing, I post on Twitter all the time. If I went out and did something, I typically post the pictures on Twitter. And you could always keep up with me there. You could always message me there. You could also, I do have a Facebook page. If you do want to follow it, you can message me there. I do get those notifications sent directly to my phone as well. And I always do my best to respond, at least as best as I can. I typically do. But apart from that, thank you all so very much for watching. Thank you all so very much for listening to my 2018 in a nutshell, and how my life has improved drastically from last year. I'm so very grateful to have met so many wonderful new people, to have an amazing, beautiful girlfriend, and to just genuinely have the life that I have.